We camped on the edge of Jones Meadow, over 4,000 feet, knowing there was a lot of precipitation coming in during the night. We thought it was mostly going to be snow, and turned out we got iced in our tents. We would not have camped in this location with that precipitation in the forecast if we had not been right next to our van. So we were able to sit in the van and warm up in the morning, and it was an interesting experience. And the rain jacket's frozen. Here's the tent door. Oh. Here is where we camped last night. We all stayed warm, but it was a little crazy. All right, we're back on the AT. Here's me. What you doing?
Taking a picture.
Oh, you're taking a picture too.
Well, I'm glad the wind chilled out.
Oh yeah. Yeah, fortunately, yeah, this is doable.
Oh, definitely.
No wind. Yeah, we were just kind of in an open meadow. That's why last night was windy. Yeah, so we're at 4,000 something feet, and we go down to 2,200, and then back up to 35, but we don't get over 4,000 again today. According to Far Out, we're at 1899.4, but we thought, okay, that's close enough to make our 1,900 mile mark.
One of my favorites.
That's a good one. And we just saw a deer bounding through the woods. All right, we made it to Little Laurel Shelter. Ooh. All right, check out this frozen spider web under the picnic table. Ah, yeah, so we did find the official 1,900 mile marker. We like ours that we drew in the snow. That is a cool spider web. Here's some more spider webs. So cool. Okay, we are in the land of really cool spider webs. They're everywhere in these trees.
What do you get when you combine Halloween and Christmas? Frozen spider web.
Yeah.
You want this one, Christian?
Thank you. All right, we made it to the first road crossing, and we're surprised to see Skipper and Texas Pete. We thought they were going to be at the next one.
Doling out some trail magic. We got the tents laid over the van here.
That tent.
That tent was a sheet of ice. I bet it weighed 12 pounds.
Oh my goodness. All right, this is a good little break. I'm getting hot chocolate, but Fish wanted Dr. Pepper.
It's not too cold for hot chocolate.
Yeah. No, I have hand warmers in my gloves. Yeah, we're actually pretty warm.
No, the toe warmers.
We went down to Allen Gap. There wasn't any snow there, really, and now we've climbed up, and we're back in the snow once we got over about 3,000 feet. We're looking over at those mountains. They have a lot of snow at the top. We're back in a winter wonderland on Spring Mountain. Just look all around. It's very pretty.
Man, I just put this down jacket on. It really is instant warmth.
Instant warmth.
There's ice in our waters.
Did not know. We all have ice in our water.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, even the little top part. Mine was that way too.
Cold.
All right, we're in Hot Springs with our good friends, the Moors. This is such a treat.
Here we are at Vinyl Pies, and we're with our friends the Moors, Gus, Emma, and Gus, Claire, and Emma.
Yay!
The story continues. Okay, we came back to the hostels. We traded the Moors for the Schnitzers. Some more good friends from Hendersonville. So we're staying here tonight and tomorrow night, but we couldn't talk anybody into staying with us. So we'll be here by ourselves.
So here is the hostel.
Hey, we found Gumby on here.
This is very fun. It's a frosty morning. The car said it was 27 degrees when we got out and started hiking. But I think it's gonna be a fun little day. We just have 5 miles, 6 miles back to
It's not even, I think it's
the
like 5 miles,
hostel. And the trail goes right next to the hostel. So we'll stop in and eat a second breakfast or early lunch. See Skipper and Texas Pete. And then we have like another 6 miles. And then we're going back to the hostel. That sounds pretty enjoyable and doable for today. The French Broad River and the town of Hot Springs. And there's Grayson, hey! Walking into Hot Springs. Daryl walked up the trail to meet us. And Grayson actually saw him walking across this bridge when we were descending down into Hot Springs and all those rock outcroppings. So we knew he was coming to meet us. We're walking to Laughing Heart. Here's Jennifer Farr Davis's place. Hostel place. Thank you. Oh, it's so warm. We just ate lunch at the hostel, and then the boys had a fabulous idea. For our last 6 miles, we got a ride up to Gap, and then we'll walk back to the hostel. So today we got to do 6 miles, lunch, and then 6 miles, and both times were downhill. So that's one of the advantages of having van support. Plus we really just wanted to stay at the hostel and hang out, so we don't really feel like hiking. But we're gonna do it. Here we go. All right, here we are connecting our footsteps. We're back at the hostel.
The golden
Anniversary celebration, Appalachian Trail, 1937 to 1987.
What does this say?
The John Muir quote.
We always stop talking when you film. People are gonna think we never talk.
Okay, we're at Smoky Mtn Diner, and we have maybe more food than we can handle here. We got a little bit of everything.
Oh, yes. This is good
This is
stuff.
awesome.
Here's the boys' room in the hostel. Here's our room. And no one is in this bunk room, so the boys have taken over with their Switch.
Yoshi's Land. Yodu living room.
Record room.
Here we are back at Thru Gap, this time hiking south. All right, we're headed up Bluff Mountain. This is a long climb, and it's supposed to be pouring rain right now, and it's not. So we are happy about that. In fact, the county that Hot Springs is in, their schools are on a 3-hour delay today. So we weren't sure what we were gonna wake up to. But it hasn't rained real hard at all yet. I don't know if their county just has a lot of higher elevations that we're maybe gonna get snow or ice. We weren't sure. We thought we'll just have to wake up and see what it looks like today. But so far, it's all right. We know we're gonna get wet, but we did expect a lot more rain by now. But it's in the 40s, I think, or high 30s. It's not bad. So. All right, we think we're crossing the top. All right, we've made it up to Walnut Mountain Shelter, and we are shocked to see some blue sky, but we're glad to see it. We were just walking down the mountain, came into Lemon Gap, and Grayson turned around. I think he and I saw the van at the same time. He was like, "Where's the van?" I said, "Oh, yay!" So we got under this tarp and inside the van right as it started raining a lot. And Daryl made some soup for us, so we're eating lunch. This is really great.
In the rain.
Aww.
Can I have a spoon? I will watch it.
All right, we just left the crew. They hiked out of Lemon Gap. They're headed towards Max Patch, 5.5 miles away, and we're on the Forest Service Road, and it is a yucky day.
Yeah. We drove this earlier and it was a really good road, but
It is a good road. It's just pretty nasty to be outside. Spirits are low. All right, here's the Max Patch Summit today. This trail behind me is coming from the north. This is how the trail crew will come in. I walked up here just to check it out, and it is a pretty miserable day. The crew has been walking this since we met them at Lemon Gap. So I hate it. I want to be out here with them, and Baxter and I feel the same way about it. But they're cranking it out. I think we're gonna try and head into Newport tonight to get out of this rain. So we'll see them down here at the parking lot where the trail meets the road, and then they'll push on to Brown Gap, and we'll head into town from there. But this is it. This is the view from beautiful Max Patch.
Here we are, still hiking on this rainy afternoon.
We're on Max Patch. Beautiful views today. Can't wait till the top. There are going to be so much better views at the top. But right here, it's so great. All that.
It's so gray.
It's so great.
Oh, great.
The best
And
views.
gray.
I can't wait to get to the top. It's going to be great views at the top.
All right, let's slog it out.
We got some pretty amazing views today. It's pretty white. Looks great though.
I was just telling Jasper his first time on the Appalachian Trail was here at Max Patch. I'll have to find a picture. All right, we stayed at the Best Western in Newport, Tennessee last night. Had their amazing continental breakfast this morning. Now we're headed back to Trail Brown Gap. It's another day with no views, but here is the top of Snowbird Mountain with that funny looking communications tower. We just met a southbounder. Jeez, man. Probably the only person we'll see all day. All right, how are the views from Snowbird Mountain?
So gray.
So gray. All right, our last bit for the day is 0.7 down to the interstate. Here we are, down to the car.
While Texas Pete chills out in the van, reading some magazine. Who knows? The rest of the trail crew and me are doing a little pack shakedown. We head into the Smokies tomorrow morning at Laughing Gap, and we're going to hike it back here to Standing Bear Farm. So we're planning on spending one night, and this is the first night that we haven't slack packed in quite a while, about a month. So we gotta learn how to pack packs again.
Would you like, we get to pick all our own meals.
Young man,
Yeah?
young man, can you tell me what your thoughts are about the upcoming overnight hike?
It's gonna be cold.
It's gonna.
Yes.
So I got some hand warmers.
All right.
That are
What
for your
are those
feet.
for?
So I think it's kind of weird. It might be kind of weird, but I think they warm your hands. They warm your hands.
All right, cool.
So I think that's why they're called hand warmers.
All right,
I'm
I
not
get it.
totally sure.
All right, sir, do you have anything to say about the
Yeah,
upcoming hike?
we get to pack our own food. So look, here's my assortment. I have this for breakfast,
Oh, that's
but
pretty close.
more importantly, I have this for breakfast.
Uh-huh. All
So
right.
that's one breakfast there.
Let's see what else we have here. Okay.
This is lasagna and meat sauce, and this is like
There's a salty mix.
and then this is salty mix and dried pineapple, which is my new favorite trail. Oh, this is gonna be in here
Old
too.
ham sandwich. Okay.
Yeah, and then oh yeah, they have this, the little hot. Ow.
What's wrong with that?
The little hotties.
We don't know where these came from.
No, but we're gonna see if they work.
All right, we're at the Cracker Barrel. We just
You're
ate.
done. Do it. Do it. Do it. Join me. We can rule the galaxy together.
All right, here we are at Laughing Gap. It's 18 degrees. It's just before 8 in the morning, and we are going to head off down the trail. We are hoping for warmer weather and a little bit less wind.
Last time we were at Newfound Gap, we would walk 5 miles through the pouring rain to meet Grandpa. This morning, we're at Newfound Gap with Grandpa. We opened the car doors and got blown away. The trail is ice.
Whoa.
There's the cold. Did they have this front porch? See, they built this front porch on in all the shelters. They had chain link fence up in front of this one for a long time.
Whoa. Look at you.
A view.
And frozen. Hey, if any time is now to clean out the preview, you take the top off and just lift this block.
It was a failed. I don't think so.
I'll bet this goes back to the trail.
6, 7, 8. You gotta be like Dio and somebody else right here.
Oh, good. Want some? Good.
Show them. Slow mo. Here, I'm gonna slow mo. Hang on.
I should
Don't
do.
drop it. I know.
What?
We just walked out of the winter wonderland onto this little patch, and we're in the sun.
Of sanity.
This is the most sun and no wind all day.
Yeah.
Oh, this feels really nice. Here's my water bottle. All our water is slushy.
Hey, Mom. Here's mine. Oh. No water spilled.
No.
Grace and I are standing here looking at this view. We think Klingman's Dome is to the far left, LeConte in the middle, and we think we've pretty much walked the ridges we see here. So we're gonna mark a waypoint here, and I took a few pictures. We're gonna check it out later. Check out this view down into the drainage basin. This goes straight down. That's awesome.
Again, we're like walking carefully, sometimes taking a little bypass on the side. It's very slippery. Oh, we are glad to be here. Finally to the shelter. We had a little misadventure this afternoon. We had stopped and Fish realized he didn't have his gloves, but we had stopped about 15 minutes before, so he was pretty sure he had left them there. So Skipper said, all right, I'm gonna run back to that spot, and then if they're not there, I'm just gonna come back. So I'll be gone 30 minutes. And we thought, okay, we'll just sit here and take a little break. Like 45 minutes later, thought, well, maybe I should go look for him. We were getting kind of worried. So I started running back up the trail and finally got to him, and he had found the gloves. He had gone further. Anyway, and by the time we got moving again, it was over an hour. So we were glad to have the gloves, but we thought we don't have an hour of daylight to spare. So we're just now getting to the shelter. We're tired, we need to eat, and the sun is going down, so it's cold. It's been below freezing all day.
All right, we've started a fire here at Tri-Corner Knob Shelter. Dinner is percolating. We are racing against the setting sun, but it's gonna win. We're blowing up air mattresses. We're gonna sleep here in the shelter tonight.
Yeah, baby, can you couple this?
Yeah, it's been below freezing all day, and it's probably in the low 20s right now. So we're looking forward to some warm sleeping bags after some warm dinner. Hopefully this fire will kindle. Okay, we've all agreed that we don't think it's quite as cold this morning as it was yesterday. We're heating water, we've eaten dinner, we're packing up the shelter. It is 8:20, we got like 18 miles to do.
All downhill.
Yeah. All downhill doesn't make me feel better. It's my knees. But I am thankful we could probably crank some miles out here. So it's been a pretty morning, but you get cold standing here.
This is a spring at 6,306 feet. It's the highest we're gonna be for the rest of our field hike.
Wow. All right, I just had service on my phone and I opened the Weather Channel app, which put us in Gatlinburg, the nearest town. It said it's 19 degrees in Gatlinburg, feels like 14. And we're several thousand feet higher. Here we are at Cosby Knob Shelter, and we just ate lunch. All right, we've reached the junction with the Mount Camerer Trail, which is funny. Written on the sign, go, go, go. We have heard it's great, but my word, we don't have time today or the energy. All right, so we are hiking the Smokies. Back in April, we attempted to hike the 70 miles of the Appalachian Trail through the Smokies and went north from Fontana to Newfound Gap. So we got about the first 40 miles. And then we got out there as planned and took a zero, and then did not get back on trail to do the northern 34 miles because snow. They ended up getting like 6 to 8 inches of snow. So we had to fill that in. So we went to Newfound Gap and hiked north, and our car is at near I-40. So we're filling that in. We debated whether to park the car at Newfound Gap and hike those southbound, since we were head southbound at this point. But the road had recently been closed for high winds, and we thought if we can get in, it'd be better just to be able to hike out and down to the car. So Grandpa came and picked up Texas Pete and then dropped us off at Newfound Gap. And we waved goodbye to Grandpa and Texas Pete yesterday morning. It was 18 degrees and windy at Newfound Gap, and it's been very cold. But success, we were able to do these miles, and I'm glad that we had already completed most of the Smokies because it's really cold.
We're coming into Davenport Gap here. It is much warmer down here at the Pigeon River. These 2 days on trail have worn me out. I haven't been hiking for a month, and then I get back on with a loaded pack, and this was a 34-mile stretch. So we did it in 2 shifts. And that doesn't seem like much for a thru hiker, but my feet are soft and I don't know, I just feel pretty wimpy, but it feels great to be out here. Great job to the trail crew who put packs back on for the first time in 400 miles. They've slack packed from Parisburg to here, and this is the first time they've worn overnight packs, and they didn't even flinch. So we were glad to be in a shelter last night. It was fun to be out in the wilderness.
All right, we're exiting the Smokies. We did it. Newfound Gap. Yay!
Smokies, check.
Yeah, good job, guys. All right, this is our last interstate to go under.
We hiked out of the Smokies, we went and ate Mexican, and now we're in a hotel. So we're warm tonight.
We had a great stay at the Best Western Hotel in Maggie Valley, and now we are driving back to the trail, and Daryl's not going to hike with us today because we have
Crippled.
2 days of hiking after 4 weeks of not hiking. Done him in.
No, I have to supervise the van.
Yeah, plus we gotta figure out the van. So we're figuring out where to camp tonight. We're hiking from Fontana about 14 miles to Stokoa Gap, except we don't think there's anywhere to camp right next to the road at Stokoa. So we might actually hike it northbound. We're gonna go figure that out now. All right, we got to Stokoa Gap, and there is a road bed.
Hey, I'll give it to you at lunch.
So we could camp here, but we decided, well, we're already here. It's already almost 9 o'clock, so we wanted to get moving. So we're gonna hike from here north to Fontana, and we know for sure we can camp there, stay in the shelter. All right, this is the steepest thing we've gone up in a long time. All right, we're walking down into Yellow Creek Gap, and Daryl said he would meet us here. We'll have lunch together. We just had a good lunch at the road crossing. Skipper brought us some sandwiches, and Maisie, whom we haven't seen in a long time, came by with Braveheart and Summer School, so we got to meet them. And now we're back on trail. Just made a quick stop at Cable Gap Shelter. And now 7 miles to Fontana.
Something like that.
Something like that. All right, here's where we're headed. We can see Fontana Dam down there. We did not see the official southbound 2,000 mile mark because it was in the 40-mile section that we did back in April. So we have made our own because we have hiked 2,000 miles. And we are actually at about 2040. So we kind of waited till we are right at the point where we have hiked 2,000 miles since we started on May 31st. But then we can add in those 40 miles. So when we get down at the end of this day, I think we'll be at like 2042.
Well, sweet. All right, you can do
We're excited. Here is the Fontana Shelter, also known as the Fontana Hilton, because it is so nice. There are flush toilets and a shower not too far from here. Oh, there's some food left in here, but
There's a cross base. Cool digs. This would be fun with 40 people in here, or maybe not fun.
And then there's a nice picnic area.
there's water, a charging station, picnic area, fire ring, trash cans.
There's 11 tent pads on the hill behind it.
Wow.
This is nice.
On the shores of Fontana Lake.
So we are at an unlikely campsite tonight. As I explored this afternoon by myself, I stopped at the gas station here to ask where I could pay for camping. And she said, well, just come out here by the gas station and camp in the grass. So we're here at Fontana Village next to the Pit Stop gas station in the grass by the band. And I think it's gonna work out unless somebody kicks us out of here.